I made this video recently talking about the backdoor that's been found in Tetra, and many people commented asking about the possibility of listening to the UK police and also asked about ESN, Airwave Replacement. Airwave is the Tetra-based system in use by the UK Home Office. Its primary user is the emergency services, and while the technology that supports Airwave is reliable and fit for purpose, its limited capability means it cannot match the opportunities offered by newer critical communications mobile technology. So, the Home Office is currently working on a programme to deliver the new Emergency Services Network, or ESN, the UK's revolutionary critical communications system. However, it's been dogged by delays, and we don't seem to be any closer to seeing this being rolled out, so let me tell you everything you need to know about ESN. ESN is intended to replace the current Tetra Airwave system used by the UK's emergency services. Airwave is like a cross between a UHF radio system and a mobile phone network where users are billed by the second for their talk time, whereas ESN is solely a cellular-based system. It will apparently enable fast, safe and secure voice, video and data across the 4G network, and give first responders immediate access to life-saving data, images and information in live situations and emergencies. This level of capability will mean improvements are going to be needed to the current 4G network coverage, which will allow 999 calls to be made from any 4G-enabled mobile phone in some of the most remote and rural parts of Great Britain, where it was not previously possible. Communications between the emergency services will take priority over other network traffic, even at peak times in busy built-up locations, which means network operator EE will have to build on and improve its infrastructure up and down the country. Users of ESN will include fire and rescue, police and ambulance services, as well as other organisations from local authorities and utility services to first responders like Inshore Rescue. No doubt there'll be some Secret Service and military use as well. There'll be more than 300,000 frontline emergency services users who will use ESN, using handheld devices or operating equipment in 45,000 vehicles, over 90 aircraft and more than 100 control rooms. ESN will enable secure and resilient mission-critical communications to the emergency services and other first responder communities. It will provide a modern voice and data platform and enable emergency services to work more closely together for data sharing in emergencies. The network infrastructure is being built by EE by upgrading its existing network of around 19,000 masts, deploying 700 more 4G masts in rural areas and building new sites. I'd guess the final number will be a lot more than that though. ESN will benefit from these improvements to the existing 4G commercial network. Voice and data traffic for ESN will receive priority over other commercial mobile traffic and at times of network congestion. The Home Office is supplementing this coverage by building 292 masts to give the emergency services coverage in some of the most remote and rural areas of Great Britain. These sites are known as Extended Area Service, or EAS. In total, more than 950 new masts are being constructed and about 19,000 sites are being upgraded to facilitate the coverage needed for ESN across the country. Sufficient levels of coverage are essential to allow users to migrate safely from the current Airwave system. Coverage will be assured by a common service-wide testing and assurance process by experts. Across the UK, coverage will be assured on major and minor roads, selected buildings, selected road tunnels and public facilities, as well as 12 nautical miles out to sea and up to 500 feet above the ground where it's operationally required. Air coverage above 500 feet up to 10,000 feet, where it's operationally required, will also be looked at. Extended Area Service masts will cover major and minor roads that fall outside of those in the primary coverage area. These are rural areas including many national parks and areas of outstanding natural beauty. Coverage will also be ensured on all of the London Underground and other metro and subway systems in Britain. ESN Air will support emergency service aircraft. This consists of two elements. Firstly, a 4G network enhancing the current EE terrestrial network to allow users to operate to an altitude of 10,000 feet above sea level. Secondly, an aircraft communication system designed and built for installation and operation in all types of emergency service aircraft. So, all of this sounds good, doesn't it? Range testing and trials started a few years ago, so why aren't we seeing it yet? The new ESN was originally meant to go live in 2017, but has been heavily delayed for numerous reasons. As of this summer, the Home Office is exploring options to extend the life of the airwave communication network after the adoption date for ESN was pushed back to 2029. Airwave is currently due to be switched off in 2026 when the contract with its provider Motorola comes to an end, but this date has been pushed back, and in the last couple of years, the Home Office ordered thousands of second-hand Secura sets to replace lost, broken and stolen units. In 2014, EE and Motorola Solutions were selected to provide the ESN network, with a view to it being up and running by September 2017. However, in February 2017, the Home Office reported that the project would be delayed by 9 months, and by 2018, the programme was reset. In 2019, the Public Accounts Select Committee said that the ESN timetable would feature phases, rather than a solution being delivered all at once, and that a key piece of technology would be replaced with main contracts with EE and Motorola Solutions being renegotiated. This set a new deadline for December 2022. However, in 2021, the Home Office wrote to the Competitions and Market Authority as it deemed Motorola's profits following its acquisition of Airwave excessive and disincentivised it from completing its ESN contract. The National Audit Office said that this started a series of events with the American tech firm implying that it would not extend the ESN contract after December 2024. Motorola and the Home Office have since terminated their ESN MCP contract, and a new provider is likely to be appointed in 2024. It's estimated that between April 2015 and March 2023, the Home Office spent £2 billion on ESN and £2.9 billion on keeping Airwave running. Maintaining Airwave into the 2030s could cost at least £250 million a year, so it looks like we'll be seeing Airwave in use for another few years yet, and I've no doubt that an extension will be put in place until ESN can be rolled out fully. Only time will tell.